Hello everyone, in this video we do 25 question of set 4 of Paradise Lost, an epic poem written by John Milton. This poem was written in 1667 in 12 books, and the sequel of this book is Paradise Regained, that was published in 1671. So now let's start the questions. Question number 1 is, who is Saturn's right hand man? Saturn is a fallen archangel and his name is Lucifer, and his right hand man is Beelzebub. Beelzebub has also subtitle sobriquet, and it is the Lord of the Flies. The Lord of the Flies. The Lord of the Flies. Now let's come to the next question. How long did Saturn's fall from heaven last? When Saturn's fall from the heaven, for how many days they fall? So they fall for 9 days and they remained in the heaven chained for another 9 days. So both are 9 days. Next question, the question number 3 is, whom does the narrator invoke at the beginning of the Paradise Lost? So he invoked the Muse. And who is the Muse? It is the Holy Spirit. It is the Holy Spirit, and this is the same Holy Spirit or the Muse that it is the same Muse that Moses invoked to write Genesis. It is the same Muse, and that is equated with the Holy Spirit, so it is the Muse, Holy Spirit. Next question is, which of these is common in an epic simile? So in epic simile, hyperbole, exaggerated statement is common. Next question is question number 5. What are the first words of Paradise Lost? The first words of the Paradise Lost is the man's first disobedience. Next question is, Saturn sees heaven as tyrannous. Question number 7 is, which of these is an epithet for Saturn? The epithet for Saturn is apostate angel. Next question is, what does Saturn feel after his fall from heaven? After his fall from heaven, he feels pain. Next question is, what according to the fallen angel is easier than waging the war against the god? So by now the angels have understood that they cannot fight in the open battle with the god. So rather than waging a open war with the god, they find it easy to corrupt the god's creation, and god's creation is new creation is men. They get the news that God has created earth and the new creature men, so they decide to destroy them, corrupt them. Next question is question number 10. Which of these physically describe Saturn? So they are massive. When does Paradise Lost begin? Paradise Lost began after Saturn's fall from the heaven. An epic poem is always starts in the middle of the things, and it is called medias res in the middle of the thing. On which biblical book is Paradise Lost based? So it is based on Genesis. Next question is, which of these is a difference between the New Testament and the Old Testament? So Jesus Christ is born on earth in the New Testament. Next question is, Paradise Lost contains 100 of what? 100 of allusions. That is references. Next question is, who perceives Eve as weaker than Adam? So it is Saturn. How does Saturn first begin to manipulate Eve? So Saturn, when Eve is sleeping, he whispers into his sleep, so by intruding on her dreams. Next question is question number 17. Feminist scholars argue that misogyny in Paradise Lost is the direct result of what? So it's the direct result of Saturn's perspective and the fall. Question number 18 is, Saturn argues that eating from the tree of knowledge could transform Adam and Eve in what? So Saturn argues that if Adam and Eve eat from the tree of knowledge, they can turn into angels and gods. So it will turn them into gods. What leads Adam out of the despair after the fall? So when Adam falls, he has a promise by the Christ that one day he will be born to redeem them. So what leads Adam out of despair? So it is a promise of Christ that he will be born on the earth to redeem the mankind. Next question is, what does the sun do for Adam and Eve before leaving paradise? So before leaving paradise, he clothes them. Before, even Adam and Eve were naked, but they were not sensitive about their nakedness because they did not know lust. Once they eat from the tree of knowledge, they do the sex out of lust, and then they become consciousness of their nakedness. So before they leave the paradise, what do sun do? He clothes them. Next question is, what lies between earth and hell? So it is a chaos. What happens to the archangels after they fall? So they are all transformed into serpent and they start hissing. Next question is, why is Eve made vulnerable to Saturn? She is made vulnerable to Saturn because on that very day, Eve and Adam perform their labor separately. Next question is, which word does Milton use to describe the serpent? He used the word subtle to describe the serpent. How do Adam and Eve leave paradise? Adam and Eve leave paradise holding hands. So these are the 25 questions. In the next video, we do more 100 questions. Thank you.